The financial crisis is upon us. Companies need bailing out and nations are ready to engage in quantitative easing as we take a look at QE. As central banks of your nation, how much are you going to print to bail out these various companies? Too little and your competitors get the industries and the VPs, but too much and your own country may go bust. Now this one's low complexity, plays 3 to 5, takes about 45 minutes, and we have the designer and the publisher there as well. Get the printing machines ready, here we go. So for today's overview, I've got a 4-player setup. We've got Europe, Japan, China and the US, and we are nations trying to bail out a host of industries. You've got financial, agriculture, housing and manufacturing, and you'll be hoping to win and vie for bailing them out. So the first player, then we've got the QE here, and that'll stay there to represent how these rounds are flowing. First thing they are going to do is do an opening bid. So we reveal the first industry, and we can see here it's going to be worth 2 points. It's in the agriculture sector, and it's a business and industry in the nation of China. So this nation are hoping probably to acquire this because they're going to get more VPs, and I'll show you that in a moment. So this is the industry that's being selected. Okay, so this player is going to make an opening bid, and everyone will see this bid. So let's just say they go 1,000, and every other player simultaneously, secretly, is going to make a bid either lower or higher, maybe even 0, but they can't bid the same. So this player is going like, right, I really want this, I'm going 10,000. This player is going 0. This player is going, let's be cheeky, 1,001. So all these bids are then handed to this player, and they are going to secretly have a look at these. We're not revealing them, and they can see that the Japanese nation has bid 10,000, which is the winning one. So they take this token, and on the back they're going to write 10,000, and then they're going to hand this back to the winning bid, which is this player, and that'll be secret. So everyone knows they've won this. They've got 2 points. They've got the agriculture, but no one quite knows how much they've bid other than the player who made the bid and the player who is currently looking at all the bids. So they cross that one off, they cross this one off, and they cross their own off. So they'll hand these back, and no one knows what they bid. Okay, so this one here, you will reveal anyone who played 0. And once per round, if you do place a 0, you're going to get 2 points. So this player is going to bid that one, and you can do that once per round. Okay, that's literally closing the sale. So this player is going to be the next person to open the bid. So they reveal the next tile, and we can see we've got Japan for 2 points, and it's in the manufacturing industry. Again, they will open the bid. Let's say they go 10,000 this time, and everyone else is like, whoa, why is that so high? Well, they won the last bid with roughly that, and everyone's thinking, okay, that's what we've really gone up to. Maybe they'd just bid like 100 or something. So everyone else then secretly is going, right, 5,000. I'm not really fussed about this one. Maybe they'd just put 100 or something. These guys, they've already used the 0. They really want this one. They're going to go 10,001. These guys are going 20,000. So once again, you're handing these back. You give the tile to the person who had the highest amount, putting that on the top, on the back in secret. And again, any 0s. So you keep going. Now, how are you going to score these points? So you can see on here then, if you have, at the end of the game, loads of companies, industries, you're going to add up all these points, and you're going to add them up on this section here. Score them. Let's say you've got 20. Any 0 bids, 2 for each round. Maybe you've done all 4 of them, so you've got 8 points. Now, nationalisation. If you've acquired industries in China here, for each one you'll have had ticks, and you're going to get, the more you collect, the more points you get. So maybe you just got 3 for that one. Monopolisation. So you've attained a financial sector, maybe a housing, an agriculture, and you were dealt one secretly at the beginning of the game. You can see each player's got one of those. Now, in this 4-player setup, there's a few bits missing. You've got the UK that's missing for the 5-player, and there's a few little quirks to what tiles are taken out. So as you collect more financial, you can see we've hit the 3-point area. We're going to get 3 for that. If you do hit sets, you can see you're going to get 8 points for having a set there. If you've only hit the 3 of them, you're going to get 4 points for that one. You then add up all these VPs, so you get 35. And if you spent the least, you can add up all those bids that were secret on here, add those all up. Let's say you've spent, 10 billion, zillion or whatever. And if you spent the most, you are out of the game. You've spent too much money. If you spent the fewest, you're going to get 6 points, and you're going to add that onto that 41. Whoever has the most points is the winner. But you really have to be careful as to how much you spend, and you're keeping track. You have a bit of insider information. Once you are, the player who's actually running the auction and opening the bid, you'll see everyone's bids, and you're like, wow, everyone's gone up to like 1 million, 10 million. So you gauge that information, and if one of the players constantly winning, and you're, stuck in, you're like, I don't know what they're bidding, and then you just go crazy and you go like 50 million, and all of a sudden that is such a big amount that everyone else knows, right, that player's bid 50 million, I'm never going to bid cumulatively close to that, so I know I'm not going to be last. And that is it, folks. That's QE. You keep going through these sort of 16 cards in this sort of 4-player setup, and then you score all those points there. There we are. Enjoy.